Hello everyone, what's up? How you doing? You welcome back to another exciting episode. Yeah, you know how we do it around here. We just, you know. Hello everybody, what's up? How you doing? You're welcome back to my channel and to another exciting episode. Of course, if you're new around here, you're very much welcome. I've been expecting you. On today's topic, we're going to be talking about things that strain our relationships with people, and I'm too sure that for every point I mentioned, there are people on each table. I don't know who's going to escape this today because no one is perfect and we all have our faults, but at the same time, we are meant to be teachable, to be able to change, basically. So today we're going to be talking about things that strain our relationships with people. Number one, you like to say the truth. You know yourself. So this particular point is for you. You that you like to just throw your words at people anyhow. Like once you want to say your mind, you just say your mind anyhow. You don't have filter for your words. You just throw it all out there, insult and all, and in your mind you are saying the truth. And for a fact, you're actually saying the truth. But there's always a way to go about everything. You cannot just throw your words at people and expect them not to react. It's not proper. And then you begin to wonder why people think you are coming off as rude. Why won't they see you as rude? They see you as rude because you just throw your words anyhow and expect them to take it. It's not proper. So take this scenario here. You are trying to address somebody's bad habit. Now, a bad habit in itself is actually not good, but it's a way to do things. You don't approach the person and begin to call the person names. You are senseless, you are mad, you don't have sense. Look at what you are doing. Does it make sense? It's senseless. It's you see, those kind of things put people off. If you go about calling people names, you are mad, you are stupid, all in the name of saying the truth, eventually it just turns into a fight and into a more critical condition. A more critical condition because the matter will not be resolved and you guys just continue fighting. So what has been solved? So listen, there's always a way to go about things. Whenever you want to speak your mind, but don't offend people with your words. They are not statues. Number two, you don't like to hear the truth. Now I know what you're thinking. You already feel like this point is opposing to the last one, but trust me, it's not. Listen, if you have a bad habit, for instance, and people continue to tell you time after time after time after time, and you refuse to listen, then you are just being proud. You are not being humble. You don't want to address your faults. Or take for instance when you have a fight with someone and the third party tells you you are at fault. Now usually in a fight it's always the two people who are wrong, but now they are telling you that you are wrong, but you don't want to listen. Why? You don't want to accept your own fault. In other words, you don't want to hear the truth or truths. Listen, the best way to know if what they are pointing out to you is the truth is to just take some time and evaluate yourself, okay? If they tell you you always get angry and you disagree, and they keep telling you, the most simple way to know whether what they are saying is true or not is to just take some time and evaluate yourself. Self-evaluation always does the trick. At the time you look inwardly inside your chest and your heart of hearts, you will know that there's something that you are doing that is wrong, or they are pointing out to you, and you discover that the more you don't listen, the more people begin to avoid you. Why? I'll tell you. Take for instance, you're a very hot-tempered person. You just like to vex. You just like to vex anyhow. For the slightest thing, you just like to just change it for people. Look, I'm on this table. Alright. You just like to vex, and they keep telling you to change or to try and calm down, but you don't want to. Guess what? They will avoid you. Why? Because they don't want another confrontation with you. They know that at the end of the day, you will still vex. So they decide that the best thing is to leave you alone. When people constantly avoid you for whatsoever reason, and you look inwardly and discover that what they are saying is actually true, and you're still not willing to change, guess what? You're going to be a lone ranger. Number three, you don't like to say sorry. Tell me, why is it that you didn't like to apologize? Like, you know you are wrong. You know you've messed up. You know you've messed up, but you still will not apologize. Why? Why are you so proud? You are so proud. Now, it's a different thing if you are right and you are still required to apologize, like some girls do to their boyfriends, or all girls do to their boyfriends. And that actually is usually for cases where you just have to drop your ego just so peace can reign. All right. But in a case where you know that you are wrong, you have messed up, you still offer Corey. You say that no, you want to be a harder man, that your head is strong. Only key. But look at it, you are not getting anywhere. Just drop your freaking pride and apologize. You won't die on God. On God, you will not die. Just apologize when you are meant to. You should also apologize when both parties are wrong. Why? Because at that point, two wrongs cannot make a right, and peace has to reign. So just apologize, because at that point it does not even matter who apologizes first. What matters is the fight you end. So apologize, you will not die. Alright. Last but not the least, which is number 4. You always like to be right. Okay, I'm on this table. Now, I want to ask you and me why we are so subjective and opinionated. Why? Explain. Do you have any explanation? No, you don't. First of all, you cannot always be right. It's not possible. Why? Because no man is an island. You cannot know it all. Now, you believe that you are so right to the point that you now want to argue. You now feel like you have to prove a point all the time. But time after time, they always open your yash that you are wrong. But no, you will not still accept. You say you are right. You can never be wrong. Well, hello, Mr. Know-it-all. We cannot always be right, okay? We cannot be subjective with everything we do. Now, your method of going about something may work out for you, but it's not the only way to go about it. So take number 5, for example. You are going to answer me. 2 plus 3 is what? 4 plus 1 is what? 2 plus 2 plus 1 is what? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what? Did you not arrive at the same 5? So why do you feel like 4 plus 1 is better than 2 plus 3? Why are you so subjective and opinionated? They mean the same thing. Yes, why are you? Why? Explain. Listen, you don't need it. For this particular aspect, you have to take note of 2 things. Number 1, you will not always be right. Number 2, your method is not the only method. For the love of God, people are different, and you have to make peace with that. You cannot always have things go your way. That makes you a control freak. Do you want to be a control freak? You will not be a control freak in Jesus' name. Say amen. Every point I've mentioned in this video falls under the category of being teachable. From liking to say the truth, to not wanting to say the truth, to having issues saying sorry, and always feeling like you are right. If you are going to make amends, everything falls under being teachable. Humility is the requirement for any change, for any amendment you want to make to your character. If you do not have humility, you cannot change. So if you forget everything else I've said, just remember to be teachable, to be humble. Why? Because humility is required to make any change at all. If you could just be humble, you will be surprised at how much progress you will make in your character. Thank you so much for watching. I trust this episode has been entertaining and enlightening. Thank you for sticking around. I hope to see you soon next week. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.